Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hi, I'm Lisa Ackberry, your hair doctor, and it is Christmas season. I'm so excited about the Christmas season. Well, summer is a favorite time, but Christmas is like the most favorite time of mine. And so I want to get right to the book, and because we have just been missing this because I have so many questions. Now, I'm going to answer some questions today, but I want to go to the book. Every Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair at Any Age. So let's get right to it. I see where we stopped and then where we began. Okay, I think we were on the chapter, Does Aging Affect Your Hair? And we went through several things, and I just want to start right here. It says, okay, we're going to just kind of talk about a life of a single strand. Before a single strand naturally falls out of its follicle to make its way for the next strand, and we know that hair growth cycle, and we'll go over that some more as we get into the book. It goes through many changes in its short little life. And we're talking about the strand's life once it's here, not the life cycle when it's inside the follicle. I mean like on the outside. What happens to these strands during its short little life on Earth? Because we know it grows and it sheds and then you get a new hair. Okay, the part of the strand that is on the surface of the scalp I'm speaking of. Now let's talk about the three main parts of the strand. And I call the first part the scalp hair, and then that's the hair closest to the scalp, the shaft, and the end. We will examine the life of a single strand starting with the scalp hair. Some people call it the root, but it's really the scalp hair. The root is kind of inside of the follicle. As that hair emerges, and it emerges from the scalp, becomes visible. This scalp hair is the strongest part of the strand because it's why? It's the youngest part of the strand. It's new, it's got all its cuticles. Unless there's something going on internally, if it's malfunctioning internally, generally that is the strongest part of the strand. Have you noticed when your hair breaks? Think about it. The hair closest to the scalp is the last to break. That's true. I like to call that part of the strand the baby hair. It's the baby hair. It's you know how when you fall and you're a child, you just kind of jump right up. You fall as you get older. Takes a little more time. Yeah, I think you get the point. Okay, have you, let's see, it is strong because all of its layers are there. It has the best elasticity. Look, as the hair gets older or grows older, it pushes further away from the scalp. And I'm trying to read the book because I have it very concise in the book. And you know me, I tend to go on, and I do want to get some of this in and get some of your questions without rushing. Okay, so I'm going to read a lot today, all right? All right, as the hair grows, it pushes further away from the scalp, obtaining length. And this is what we talk about when we think obtaining length. You grow hair from the scalp, you obtain length. As the hair pushes its way out, you begin to obtain length. And how do you do that? If you hold on to those strands, that part of the strand that's outside. Not what's growing inside. It can keep growing, but if you don't hold on to what's outside, then you're going to have a problem. So we're going to talk about that more and more as we move forward. All right. Where did I start here? And the body of the shaft is created. That's the next part of the shaft. The body of the shaft. Body of the hair is created. It's called the hair shaft or hair strand. But the hair shaft of this particular strand is older than the scalp hair, but younger than the ends. Obvious. Some wear and tear is present on the hair shaft as it begins to lose some of its elasticity, and that depends on how well you take care of it. It can begin to peel its layers and lift off its layers, and more of the layers that are lifted, the cortical fibers where the strength bonds are held, are exposed, and then you actually lose that part of the strand within the shaft. You still have the scalp here, but you lose the ends and you lose the shaft. And that's called breakage. It's not shedding, ladies. It's breakage. And gentlemen, it's breakage. Okay. The last and final part of the strand is called the end. The end is the oldest part, which makes it the weakest part of the strand. And this is the ends have very poor porosity. They're very porous because they're usually a lot of wear and tear, and have lost most of its protective layers because of repeat exposure to extreme wear and tear and all these other conditions, shampooing, conditioning. As your hair strand goes from young to old, and it gets old when it's at the ends, I call it the old folks, the little ends, because of the repeat exposure and all that wear and tear. Okay, now the hair grows from scalp to end. Many changes occur, and this is the life of it. The hair can go from strong to weak, but it does not have to. See, even though it can do that, it doesn't have to. You know, kind of like your body. Your body can go, as you get older, can get really weak, but I'm bound and determined that this body the Lord gave me, I'm going to keep it young. I'm going to keep it young, not necessarily, oh, you'll never get a wrinkle. Well, I like to speak that. I will never get a wrinkle, but, you know. But I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to stay fit. I battle with weight loss because even with my healthy diet, I tend to have a lot of calories in my diet. Now, recently it's been a whole lot less because I do want to lose some weight. But I eat a lot of, initially, I was eating a lot of oils and things like avocado and olive oil and those things, but they're very high in calories, but they're good fat, so I tend to hold a little more weight, but I'm really working on this as we end the year as well as 2013, because I think I think it'll be better for me to carry around less weight. I believe that, and all the research shows that. I mean, it's just automatic. But anyways, with that being said, I do take really good care of myself, and that's why I can look younger, and I want to help myself look younger. So I'm taking care of the shell that God has given me. Well, the same thing with your hair. You have to take care of the strand. You have to take care of the shaft and the ends. So, you explain about the little balls on the ends, and you complain about, oh, my hair seems to be split. Well, that's because you are not protecting and preserving it as you should, just like your body. Okay, now, there's some steps, and let me make sure. The number one thing that we must do as we protect and preserve our strands in the life of a single strand, it is exposed, as I said earlier, to many things in different ways. All right, as you care for your hair strand, because I know that's a big deal. Well, how do I do this, and what do I do? As you care for your hair strand, let's see. We shampoo in order to keep it clean, free from debris. It's really important. I feel like this is just bugging me. Okay, now you get over there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep going because we got a lot to do. I'm not going to mess with my hair too much. Okay, is that better? Okay, and I'll speak up because I want to make sure you can hear me. All right, let's see. First, if we shampoo with a high pH shampoo, it will cause our protective layers to begin to lift. And as we said, when those protective layers lift, what we're going to have is an exposed cortex, which means that's where the strength bonds are held, and our hair will become weak. Also, our moisture, I didn't know our phone was on. I'm going to turn it off in just a minute when it stops ringing. Okay, let's see. The high pH shampoos, yes, it will cause it to lift. It also causes the hair to become very dehydrated, which will cause permanent, premature aging of the strand. Okay, one more ring and I think I got it. There we go, because it's going to ring again. It loops back around. Okay, no one's here right now. It's just me. And the people that are here, or when they come in, can answer it. All right, now, with that being said, where are we? It causes dehydration, which means the strand begins to dry out, crumble up, and fall off. That's why they're brittle. It brings that brittleness to the hair. And that causes the premature aging, and premature aging is where the hair begins to break. Second, by shampooing the hair in a rough manner and pushing the hair into the head can tear the shaft, causing poor elasticity to the strand, and the hair will break easy. This kind of shampoo. How many of you do that? Oh, let me just get a shampoo. No. Uh-oh. Now I have wop hair. I have to fix it because you know I can't stand that. But what you want to do is get under the hair. See the difference? And I got a headband on, but I'm getting under instead of on top, because then you keep the hair from becoming all tangled and causing those tears. Alright. Whoa. Okay. Let's see if I can shake it back in place. Alright, no, I don't think so, guys. I've done it now. And it's going to be the rest. No, it's not. I'm going to skip that. I was going to say it's going to be almost the rest of the video that we'll be picking up this here. But you know what? I'm going to leave it like this. I'll just be whimsical and avant-garde. Okay. Alright, moving forward. Where did I stop? Also, the way you handle your hair, just overall, the way you handle your hair. In other words, your basic grooming is another, and it just really seems really innocent, but it's another way that you can cause premature aging. What do I mean? Combing through the hair, playing that tug of war, making rips and tears on the hair shaft. What that does is it rips away at the ends and it tears the hair. You cannot play tug of war. Go on my website at lisaacquera.com and you will see the video, or right on YouTube, right where you are now, and you'll see videos on how to detangle or how to work through your hair without playing tug of war. You must be careful about how you use styling tools. One styling tool is used often, and it's really popular now, is the flat iron, heated tools. The hair can only tolerate a certain temperature, and so people will say, a degree of heat rather. And some people will say, well, you know what, my hair is okay because I only use a flat iron once a month or once a week or whatever. It's really not how often you use a flat iron, it's what happens on contact. Number one, clean hair will keep your hair from aging when using a flat iron. Number two, or burning. Number two, hydrated hair, so we'll keep it from burning. Number three, the temperature, be it at the right temperature. For fine hair, 150 as low as extremely fine hair. It can be up to maybe 200. Medium hair, 200 on up to 3, maybe a little over. Coarse hair, 300 up to maybe 4, or maybe a little over. Depend on how hydrated the hair is and how the size of the hair, the strand. That's what determines. So you gotta have clean, hydrated, textured hair in order not to have the meltdown. Are flat irons a problem? Not at all. But they can cause aging if not used properly with the right temperature, clean, hydrated hair. Okay, so those are some things that are most traumatic to the strand, and we want to think about something that is even more traumatic, which is why there's this revolution toward natural hair. It was a movement, now it's a revolution. I call it my revolution. Not just mine, it's yours too. It's our revolution. Anyway, what are we running from? Chemical relaxers. Now, I'm going to say chemicals overall because I know a lot of natural sisters who are now wearing color, a lot of color, and not relaxer, but that's still a chemical, ladies, unless you're doing a vegetable rinse of some sort, plant product, or unless you're doing even the semi-permanent is not, it's not a chemical, it's well, I would say that it's a very low volume that is almost not classified as a chemical, but it's a semi-permanent deposit. Those you have to be careful because the moisture levels will drop. Even with your plant products, your moisture levels could drop, so you just have to be really careful to hydrate the hair. The chemical services, relaxing, the ladies out there who are relaxing your hair, when you relax your hair 10 to 12 weeks, your hair needs enough time to grow from your scalp so there's a clear line of demarcation where the new growth ends and the chemically treated hair begins. Relaxing hair too soon will cause overlapping, which will cause overprocessing. pick it up talking about chemical damage. And on our next show, I'm going to put a mark there. But I'm going to go on to your questions. And this is some of the ways our hair ages, and it does not have to. So let's get to your questions now. All right, let's see. The first question or comment is, I have one from my email box. It says, Dr. Ackberry, and I'm going to start doing that. So if you email me, I'm going to start putting your questions on. I'm going to cut and paste them and put them on the YouTube page so I can answer that question, because this is my time to answer questions. Dr. Ackberry, is pure aloe vera and black seed oil good for, she says, edges, I say hairline. I would like to send my pic, December 6th YouTube video. What's the address? Thank you. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, first, let's answer your question. Aloe vera and black seed oil. I'm going to send her my email address. I'm going to send that. And I'm going to send her the YouTube link, rather. Anyways, aloe vera is great. It's one of the best natural humectants, hydrating plants around. It really is. Because it's going to raise the moisture level. Oils, all these wonderful oils that we have, they just seal in moisture. They don't really raise the moisture level, so they help you to retain your moisture, but they don't really raise the moisture level. But the aloe vera can do that, so it's great. Black seed oil can seal in, and it's good. And we talk about oils, but this is not going to help you actually grow hair, but it will help to increase elasticity on the hair that's along the hairline, so that if you're doing any type of twist, you will have better elasticity and reduce the actual reduce the chances. Oops, let's see. Reduce the chances of, and I think we moved a little bit. Let me go back. Reduce the chances of distraction. All right. So we want to think about that. All right. Let's see. Hi, hair doctor or Dr. Ackberry. This is Mrs. Matthews. Hi, Mrs. Matthews. Love you. Miss speaking to you. Oh, I hope I can see you and give you a hug when you come. I'm just stopping to say hello and God bless you, and to keep up the amazing work. God is amazing. Is God not awesome? I always run into natural ladies who just don't know what to do with their hair. I feel so bad for them. I have been giving them your website. Great. Give them the YouTube link. Get their email and just link the YouTube. That's really where I want them. Now, they can come to my website if they want to get some of my product or learn more, but I really want them to have the YouTube link, because that's when we have our meetings, our time, our group sessions, our hair talk, or Ask the Hair Doctor. I could go on and on with names, but that's where we want them. Okay, I will continue to share with them the knowledge you give me, but most of all, I want them to tune into your channel. Yeah, I didn't finish reading. Sorry, Mrs. Matthews. I'm so grateful to be in your cyber family. We'll send you pics soon. You guys better get on it. You better send me those pics, because I tell you what, remember I said I got a present for you if you send me one. I want you to send it to my email box, lisa@lisaackberry.com. In January, I'm going to create a web page, and that web page will have pictures of my cyber family. You are in my family. I want your picture. I want it known. A picture or video. You can do a little video, and you can say, hi, I'm in the cyber family, and I've been looking at this for how long, and talk to people about how it benefits you. Because I do this because I want to benefit. Next year, well, I don't know, I got a big number for my next year, because I think we have probably close to 6,000 family members now, and they call them subscribers, but I call them family members. Yeah, I want to get that number way up there. All right. And every year I want to get just keep going up. All right, so let's go to the next one. It says, let's see. Dr. A. Dr. A, I like that. I kept my hair in the mini twist as a protective style for 2 weeks. I put rubber bands on the ends I took them out today, and some of the rubber bands tangled in my hair. I lost some of the ends. Are there any alternative for protecting the ends without using bobby pins? I'm afraid those will snag on the braid side. I do notice a difference with my hair from the earlier year. It has more shine and length. So I won't let this mini setback get to me any longer. Okay, do not worry about the setback, okay? Do not worry. She's got two questions right here together, so I'm going to go to the next one. It says, Dr. A, I tried to do the porosity test. Okay, she's got so many questions. Let's go to our first step. Okay, no rubber bands on the ends. Do not do it, because you can cause problems with two things. One, you can cause problems with it cutting the ends and cutting that hair, because the rubber band, once it gets tightened up, it's really, really wearing on the top of the shaft. The second thing can happen is you can pull the hair out. So you have to be really careful with that. It will pull as you try to remove them. So you want to be careful with that. Use these scrunchies. You can get them at Walmart. They're mini scrunchies, and you put them on the ends. They have a little stretch to them, but they have cloth over them. And if something seems to be tight and you can't get it loose, lift up the end of it and cut just one piece and cut that piece, and then the whole thing will pop loose. Okay. Bobby pins, definitely don't use, because they will pull. Bobby pins are okay, but as long as that little ball is on the end, not hairpins, but bobby pins. I think I got all of her questions. It says something about elasticity. I'm going to try to go through these really quick. It says, I tried to do the porosity test on my hair. I took a shredded hair and put it under cold water. It stayed on top of the water. I realized it wasn't a clean strand. I shampooed the single strand, LOL. I flicked it into the water and it sunk. I took it back to make sure the shrinking of the hair wasn't used by me flicking it. I did it a third time and the hair floated. Is my third test correct? Am I doing something wrong? Okay, we're going to go over, I'm going to write that down, because we're going to talk about how to do a porosity test, and we're going to deal with that in just a minute, okay guys? But write me on the next show, because I want to get the other questions. Porosity test, because I don't know if you're doing all this right. So hold on. Okay, next one, Nikki Love. Hi Nikki, hi girlfriend. I'm trying to send the picture right now. Do I send from my phone or do I send a physical picture? Can you please walk us through the process? With all of the countless hours that you've given to us, all of us, the knowledge and all you're asking for is a picture. This is the least we can do. Love you, girl. See, Nikki, you get it. Y'all listen to Nikki, all right? Because yes, that's all I'm asking for. You guys can do that for me now. I'll put mine on the site too, and we'll just be on there together. So okay, please do it. Thank you. The process. What I want you to do, I want you to just scan it into your computer, or if you take a picture on your phone, you just send it. You can send it through an email to me. Just email from your phone to me, or you can email it to yourself. Make a JPEG. When you save it, save as a JPEG, and then send it to me in email. It'll be real easy. The email is lisa@lisaacberry.com. All right, thank you, Nikki. All right, so it says the next one is some type of humming noises in the background. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna try to find out what that is. I agree totally. I can barely hear her. Okay, I have to have a big voice. Now sometimes I do lower my voice some, but I'm sorry guys. And the next one says, thanks for your video. Is it safe to use alcohol-free gels? I just started the curly girl method. I'm currently using, and it's Eco Styler Gel. How often should one clarify their hair? It's safe to use alcohol-free gel that keeps it from dehydrating. The problem I have with gels, any types, unless there's one we're working with, which is an aloe vera and a flaxseed, and we'll be introducing that really pretty soon in 2013. If it's not, the problem with these gels that you may be speaking of, they are too dense and they don't rinse clean. It causes a buildup. So we're working on trying to do some things with a 100% natural gel, and so I don't recommend any gels right now. Clarifying the hair, I think we should do that every time we shampoo, because clarifying means to put it in a pure natural state, and you want clean hair. Okay, the next one says, I want to know, what do you think about hair coloring? Hair coloring, I have a video on that. Oh, I got pictures. Yay! Pay attention, Lisa. Okay, we need to do a video on hair coloring in a few minutes. We don't have time. Thank you for that picture. It says, thanks for the video. Is it safe to use? Yeah, I got 2 pictures. Thank you, thank you. Looks like a Nisi and Lady Mon. Y'all can give me your names when you send it to me. Send it to my email box. Send the same picture, but I can still get it from here. Okay, next one says, my hair texture has changed. Up until I was about 9. I had one texture. I'm 18 now, and it's coarser, and not complaining though, but is that normal? Yes. Your hair can change as it matures. You can start out with like lighter color hair, and as the color pigments mature, then you will develop or increase the dark pigments, you will have darker hair. The same thing with the actual size of the strand. Okay, please don't take this as being mean, because I'm not mean, but since I don't make videos, I would never do that. I really try to watch your videos because you have such valuable information to share, but it is nearly impossible to understand what you're saying due to the volume on your camera, or oh my goodness, let me see what I'm doing, because I am just hearing that, and I try to listen back. I'll listen to this one and see what happens. It says, your hair is looking so healthy and moisturized. What is your routine, and what are you using? I see a big difference from earlier videos. Well, I'm using my system, and I have some products I'm adding to it, but sometimes I do not. Sometimes I'll come on with just showing my natural color. And also, I looked at some of my videos too. I had a hair color, and then I came on showing my hair color without any hair products. So I looked a little dull and kind of red and kind of brassy. So I understand what you're saying. But ladies, I'm going to work on the sound. Hopefully you hear me better now. I think it's sometimes I'll go, okay, I think that, but I have a really good camera, Logitech. So you guys tell me I thought I had one. We did a lot of research to see what's the best one. I don't even use this little one that's on my computer because I don't want to have problems with y'all hearing me and seeing me. So I don't know, guys. Well, I'm going to work on it. I got a big voice today. I've been pretty loud, so just let's see. I tell you what, I'm going to end the video now. I'm Lisa Ackberry, your hair doctor. To God be the glory in Jesus. I will see you next week. I am going to look for videos. I'm going to look for pictures in my email box. Lisa@lisaackberry.com. And remember what girlfriend said, Nikki Love, she said, the least we could do is give her a video or a picture. So send it in an email, save it as a JPEG, and I will get it. Thank you so much. I love you. To God be the glory in Jesus. See you next week, right here on Ask the Hair Doctor.